Welcome to day one of my supercharger install. So in this video, I'm going to upgrade the fuel pump and install these hood struts to get started. Ah, shit. Broke my drill bit. Ha ha ha. And not off to a smooth start. If I just continue drilling with the bigger bit and I push this in there, it's probably going to rattle around in my my hood forever. This is not even the first drill bit I've broken doing exactly this. I have broken so many thin drill bits trying to drill pilot holes in metal before, and I somehow never learn. I just majorly screwed up on step one of chapter one of this install. And I'm the same person who is committed to installing the entire supercharger and fixing all of this by myself. Okay, maybe I'll just drill this hole a little bigger, like it's gonna be anyway. Not push in if I can, and then maybe that'll... Actually, that's the only way I can try and get this. Ah, shit. Oh, what did I do? You can kind of see it's in there. So this bigger hole, which is the size hole I need anyway, is my only chance to actually getting that out. Ah, shit. The drill bit went in the hood. It is what it is. I can't do it. It's so funny. So that turned out way bumpier than it should have been. But yeah, with that done, I moved on to the other side, which went so much smoother. Oh, jeez, it scared me. It's probably the ball joints. Whoa. And this came out way better than I thought. Oh, that's so cool. It actually made a pretty nice and dramatic difference with how this hood even functioned and felt. I didn't tighten this side well enough and it's already loose. Fuck. And I stripped it. I think I kind of, I didn't keep the drill bit straight enough when I was going in, and I made the hole a little bigger than it should have been. Time to buy some Loctite. So after some research, I found that there is kind of a quick fix. If it's not too big of a hole, Loctite can help to just glue it all together. Oh, shit. And I got it everywhere. God damn it. So I guess this video will be a great example of what not to do when you install your own hood struts. But I put some Loctite on it and I let it cure overnight.
and I was pretty surprised. That actually did the trick really well. So with that, I can move on to the fuel pump upgrade that I'm going to need to do for the supercharger. And if you want these on your car as well, you can get them for 10% off with the code ABI10 at trackdogracing.com.
Rear window if removable. Closed.
So the fuel pump is located on that back parcel shelf of the Miata, and I noticed that wind blocker was really making things more difficult for me. So I got started unscrewing that to get out of the way.
Kind of crawling in here. Yeah, you can't see a thing, right? It's about as much visibility as I honestly have too. So now I can actually reach back here easily. And I spilled fire extinguisher powder in the car. This is nice how much more room I have though. Oh, jeez. All right. At the gas tank.
So the reason I'm upgrading the fuel pump is because when I have the supercharger installed, it'll be pushing much more air into the engine to make more power. So I need to balance it out with more fuel from an upgraded fuel system
neat.
to actually be able to make that.
It's so nice how, for the first time with this car, I literally have step-by-step handheld instructions because look, that lines up perfectly. Yeah, that thing right there with the yellow tips, those are the two fuel lines. Going to undo those and then unscrew this whole compartment so this pulls out. I wear glasses too. Okay, well, it wasn't recording, but it works perfectly, and I got fuel everywhere and on my camera. Perfect. So, got it in there. Oh, right, this 90-degree doesn't let me get in. This is the dumbest design ever. Okay, so the old Miatas just used a rubber tube to attach to this piece of metal, and then they used a hose clamp to attach it. That was it. Then they made this one where you have this like quick disconnect to attach this here, which honestly, if that means like this will always stay locked, that's actually kind of cool. Except the quick part of disconnecting, instead of taking me a minute to undo and hose clamp, I had to drive to AutoZone and pick up tools and all of that. I do all of that and it works perfectly, right? Take me, I don't know, 30 minutes to figure out how to get that done because I had to get the tool. But then you get to the second one here. And the way this tool works, this goes around this hard line and then you push into the clip and there's a disconnecting mechanism. But this one has such a 90-degree angle, you can't fully get it on there. And so one of these handheld ones.
So it just turned out I was using the wrong tool. The kit literally came with these smaller ones that worked perfectly. So I guess let this be a lesson. Don't really start a job unless you have the right tools, because otherwise you're just going to hate yourself way more.
Okay. Disconnected. Ah. God damn it. Cool. Well, that wasn't actually that bad, apart from getting fuel on my camera. that's where we're at. Got it. Whoa. Oh shit, this is gonna be crazy. I think I'm gonna just try and grab this and run out of the car. Oh, I got fuel in my hand. Let's just go.
So it turns out this upgrade is actually a really simple change to do. The only nerve-wracking part was the fact that I kept kind of getting fuel everywhere and on my hands.
Oh, great. Oh, fuck. Okay, we just poured fuel everywhere. Oh, it's on my Leatherman. Oh, there's more fuel. There we go.
And that's precisely why I tested my fire extinguisher first to make sure that it worked and that I also knew how to actually use one. Because I knew I'd be getting fuel kind of everywhere.
Forgot to put the hose clamp on. There we go. All right. Whew. No, is that supposed to go? Oh, that was so supposed to go under it.
I was quite
That
pleasantly
makes sense.
surprised how easy this install was. I was really expecting the worst, but yeah, so all that's left is to install it back in the car.
Fuel pump, running.
I'm winning all of my fights. Don't see how I'm doing this fine. At the top of my life, think I've been here before.
The scariest thing about screwing this fuel pump back in is there's these screws that go around. The thing is that they're so tiny, and if I screw up and I drop it in there, I don't know where that goes. Like, it's just lost. So it's kind of nerve-wracking because I have to do it correctly. And if there's one thing I'm known for with these videos, it's screwing everything up. So I'm like really concentrating right now.
No place to stay. Don't think I can wait. At the peak of it all, there's a gap I have to climb. Ascend or else I fall. Hope is not like before.
Maybe I am a little too big for this car. My gosh. We have to contort to get around here. Yes, I know. Probably should have taken out the seats. Officially done.
Honestly, the process was pretty easy. It was just the fact that I didn't have the right tool that kind of made it miserable for a minute. But I'm honestly excited to just be doing much more interesting work on this car. I was kind of running out of some stuff to do on this car until my car got totaled and I bought a supercharger. So now, even though this work is kind of tough, it is so much more exciting. So if you wanted these hood struts or fuel pump for your own car, you can get them for 10% off at trackdocracing.com with my code ABI10. But in the meantime, you can support me with my Patreon, join the community Discord, and I'll see you in the next one.